and gentlemen, welcome to Red Grim Gaming for the very special occasion that is 15 years of just tolerating each other. Look at us go. Look how it's done. This is how a long-lasting relationship holds. Jesus says, "No, I'll pass and not be here." I think you should at least use the new emote. Any of the three of them, in fact. Welcome, welcome, one and all, Fred. Black Pauldron, thank you so much for showing up, saying happy anniversary. Appreciate you. All joking aside, it's real. Me and Lily have genuinely been together for 15 years.
I hate you.
Good. Jerry's out. Busy doodling on my little pad. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to read these as they are. We need like big fat ones. So the idea was we were going to do some version of Newlywed Game stuff. Do you think you know where they are? What? Where are you going?
Victor found his. Yeah, a big.
Metalhead Jesus says, "I'll be dead by the time I find someone." Oh, wait. Oh, that's not true. Appreciate any and all who are coming in here. We were going to do kind of like... So we have like a YouTube video to go with for the Newlywed Gamey kind of stuff. And that's all fine and dandy. You are all welcome to hit us with your own questions that we will have to answer in some part or parcel. If you're not familiar with how this game works, basically, one person is the person who the question is being asked about, essentially. So, like, we do, like, my turn first, and I sit here and fill out my card. And then Lily will fill out her answer, and then we show them at the same time, or at least that's supposed to be how the game works. Is that a dry erase marker? Oh, shit. How well does it write? Show off yours to the camera. Cool, show it off. Oh, that's gonna be way better than mine. What the fuck? Do we have another one of those?
No.
Son of a bitch. You can actually read hers. Damn it. I thought for sure I had kept our stuff from last time, but then I ended up going looking. And,
I was gonna say, wait. You might want to wait before it doesn't erase. Did you find a bad one?
There, you can read that. Perfect. Oh.
Factor. Butthole.
Jump. So basically, we're just gonna hang out tonight, have fun. Lily and I.
Yep. I don't know if they can hear you, but we have food coming.
I think they can. I think that as long as you're like projecting, you'll be all right. And basically, I don't know. We'll get into all the little cutesy things that are normally done.
Feel free to jump in, play along.
Yep. Keep score and determine punishments for the loser. Lily. And we shall see. Mm-hmm. You're also welcome to just recommend videos and reacty stuff. Metalhead Jesus says, so I ask you a question. That is typically how this game works. Yes. So basically the idea is you would ask a question that you think Lily and I should know about each other. And then we take turns, basically answering the question of each other, essentially. Leon. Yeah, that's kind of the whole ordeal. We actually did this once before. I do not believe we did it last year because our anniversary basically blew by us and we kind of missed it and had to like go back and do it a different day and didn't stream it. Kept it to ourselves. Mellow Jesus says, I'll have to think on it a bit. Well, we'll give you some helpful inspiration as I've already got this handy dandy preset of YouTube shit.
Okay.
Of which I clicked on the wrong one.
And so last time we did something like this, there was a bit of a discrepancy on how we're going to do it.
Yes.
So let's decide that.
Work that all out right
first.
now. Yeah.
So if it asks a question, the thing we write down is the other person's answer.
Not, well, the way the Newlywed Game typically works. I'll fill up the space to make sure everyone can read it. But the idea is that the questions would be asked about, like, say, me. So, if we hit play in our little game night, thank you, Game Night, the YouTube channel. Yes, how partner quiz work. We already know that. So,
or, because I'm thinking there's two ways we could do it.
Okay.
One is that whatever question it is, like, let's say, what's their favorite pizza topping? We both answer for each other.
Just flat out. The problem is that doesn't work to the boards then. And one of these is
we alternate question for question. So let's say question number 1 is, what's your favorite pizza topping? And it's the question for you. So you'll write down what your favorite pizza topping is, and I'll write down what I think you're going to say.
That's how the Newlywed Game typically works.
Is that how we want to do it?
I think so. Typically, thank you so much for the sound alert. And
so we'll just alternate questions.
Yes,
okay.
That seems like the most reasonable way to do it. Some of these videos might actually be short enough that we could do them, make sure I know where to put my card, as you should do the same. Okay. I did notice there are a couple of racy versions, depending on how everybody's enjoying themselves. Maybe we'll move into stuff we don't want to do, but...
And also we can, like, we'll try not to, but if we really don't want to answer a question, we're not going to.
Yeah, just keep in mind.
Having fun.
Just keep in mind, like, we'll totally be allowed, like, we're fully permitted to dismiss questions. I remember making a very specific media page for us for this particular game, where it put the YouTube video like up and out and had like our title underneath and like so that you guys could actually read this shit. As right now you fucking can't.
I mean, we can read loud, but
or I could just do it like this and then they can see just a generic YouTube page. Oh wait. I think this was how we did it. Theater mode. So, just so without a further ado, what is your partner's mother's maiden name? Chat, who's going first? Who is the person that has to guess and be correct?
I think that this should be my question that you have to guess, because we all know that I know what your mom's maiden name is.
Oh. Okay. Fred says, happy anniversary, and then Fred also says Lily, so, yeah, alright, fair enough. Grim has to be correct, says Metalhead Jesus. Fuck. She's writing an awfully lot more than I thought she would. Oh.
My mom's maiden name is what? Wait, says 1 sec. Lily.
Is it the other most common name? Flip yours. That's how it works. Oh, maiden name. I'm an idiot. I wrote middle name. Yeah, I know your mom's maiden name.
Then you lose.
I do because I was too concerned with how the game worked.
So that's a point for Lily.
Yes.
Okay.
If y'all want to be keeping track.
Yes.
And if you fail to keep track, that's on you. Partner's
My marker
mom's
decided
maiden
doesn't
name.
write.
All right.
Also, you were still wrong, even if it was middle name.
Crawford. Oh, it was probably Anne.
Yes.
But
That's
you started
okay.
but you started writing so far.
Metalhead says, Fred, keep track.
All right. So now it's my turn to answer the question, or do we do a series of questions and then come
let's
back?
just do it question for question.
Okay. All right. What is Leah? What is Fred? Since she's here, what is Fred's maiden name? Her original maiden name. I had you stop for a whole minute. Fred says, I'm at pool. I can't keep track. Oh, shit. Well, if chat fails to keep track, you ready?
Yeah.
I wrote Ignacio for no reason. Like you'd get that wrong.
Lily gets another point.
All right, so now that the practice rounds are over,
No!
moving on.
You keep track of your own. Which
No.
is none!
No, I refuse. I can't see what you write, says Fred. Is it because you're on a really little screen? We could try to, like, hold them out. Like this. But that's about the best we could do for you. We made sure they were working before, so... Sorry.
Next question.
I realized there was one other thing go to big...
It says, just say them out loud. Yeah, we could do that too.
Meh. Suffer.
Metalhead says Lily 1, Grim 0. Lily 2. I got both of those.
I had found, like, a little lo-fi playlist.
Or do we only do a point when we actually get one correct? Like, if you get one wrong, that's...
That's actually a good point. I would just get no points.
Yeah. So it is.
I failed at my chance. Wait.
It says yes. Lily 2. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. A failed question is not an extra point for the other person.
I, for the life of me, can't remember the fucking app I was about to look.
What are you doing?
Music. Just because I can. Except...
Play the game.
We could just have music too. It's fine. It's not like it's gonna hurt you to wait 2 damn seconds.
Yes, it is.
It's big baby. Getting my phone is actually hitting me up with like my brain
Fred says,
is
okay,
failing.
1-0. Yeah, I think we'll just do it that way.
Yeah, that seems like the reason. Hold on. I had found a playlist. I just forgot to actually...
Are we not?
What? Are we not what? Because there's a thing called lo-fi beats versions of songs. It's basically just royalty free.
While Leon's doing...
Already got it done. No, that's literally just the song. Yeah, you're good. That is actually the dude with his little thing. So hold on. That was my guy. Let me go to... A guy called Alien Cake, and he makes little, like, lo-fis of, like, grunge and stuff. I have no idea that stuff works. There was a thing that, like, got... Hector. Yeah. Just something chill to listen to while we hang out. And Lily's going to the bathroom. Let me know if it's too loud. What? You don't like that? Okay. Lily's such a pain. There you go. This is Chill Peach. Thank you, Chill Peach. I'm going to subscribe to your channel now. Very Minecrafty. I like it. Back to the couples quiz, though. Just because the couples quiz has very much copyrighted music in it. Metal music can be chill, says Metalhead Jesus. I agree as fuck, but there is not just a playlist of that people don't want to get paid for. Metalhead Jesus says, oh my god, I love the OG Minecraft music. We could actually swing to that too, but I'm actually really chilling on this person here. Their lo-fi stuff. Pretty dope. This one's called... this is a group... This is a channel called Chill Peach. I like their stuff. Yeah. I like their stuff. I said I found a channel that does a whole slew of stuff called Chill Peach, and I like their stuff, so I'm leaving it on. Just... It's very Minecrafty to me.
Elevator.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you want for free? Valkyrie Ruin, Tipway, welcome back to the stream. How are you guys? What is your partner's shoe size? Now, who has to answer first? Valkyrie says, I'm doing good, and then said sleep. Wait, right now? In the middle of our anniversary stream? Alright, who's gotta answer first? Valkyrie says yes, right now. Jesus says, Lily does. Oh, okay.
Your shoes?
Yes, my shoe size. My proper shoe size.
Dying.
Ah, no! If we have to share a marker, I guess we'll have to. Doo-dee-doo, doo-dee-doo. And reveal! Oh! You're wrong.
Huh?
Uh-huh. But she says it's 13. Oh, man. My Metalhead Jesus says it's very close. It is indeed. On to my turn, though. What is Lily's shoe size? Spoiler, they're very similar. I wear her shoes to take out the trash. Alright, y'all ready? Let's go! Fire! Ha-ha! Finally! I realized I didn't take us back to the...
Fred says, I know.
Fred
Valkyrie
does
says,
know.
have you ever noticed your dog has a heart butt? Yes.
He's also
What?
he's also just
Like
an
that.
back to the big cam because he's So 1 point for Grim. Yes, that is correct. Because I got it right. Shoe size 8.
I run with Hector a couple times a week, and yes, I definitely have noticed he has a heart butt.
We got. I wish I'd have planned this out a little better. I could have got us drinks, and we could have done like you have to drink every time you get one wrong.
No.
I'd have made it like, you know, Seagram's Seascapes or something. When was the last time your partner cried? Oh, that's not very newlywed gamey, and this one's gonna be way harder to answer.
Am I just gonna go first all the time?
What? No, I went first. Technically, however you look at it, I went first last. I'm gonna guess yours.
Okay.
The last time you cried. Jesus, it's I cry when I look in the mirror. It's just too beautiful. Valkyrie says I always cry. Okay. Ready?
Yours better not be a sarcastic answer.
It's not, actually.
Okay.
Now I'm worried it's too general, though.
You have to be more specific.
What? How the fuck am I gonna do that on this tiny little tablet? This is all supposed to be one-word answers.
It is!
Oh, fire! Today, yay! When you got home from work and hated it.
When I thought I was gonna run out of gas in the middle of nowhere.
High five! Yes, I threw my board and everything.
I am driving one of Fred's cars right now because my truck is in the shop, and I highly underestimated, I guess, how much gas it would take me to get home, and the gas light came on, and I was in the middle of nowhere.
Fred says, "It that shitty Jeep." So,
Oh no.
So truth be told, like when the buzzer goes off in your car, standard is to make that about 15 miles worth of gas. That said, that doesn't work depending on the age of the vehicle, because
I was gonna say it was like 8 miles to the nearest gas station, and I was like, no! I'm gonna have to pull over on the side of the road and like ask some farmer for a gallon of gas, and hopefully they're not on it.
Nah, I sent her pizza. Damn it. Because I wasn't paying.
You send it to Croven's house?
I did.
There?
Maybe.
Yeah, I was like, it takes my truck fourth of a tank to get there and back. This should be similar. And I was like, okay, it's a fourth of a tank, so I will get gas on the way home. And I went to leave work, and I was like, no! I drive an hour to work into actual middle of nowhere, cornfield, Ohio.
Okay, so when was the last time I cried? Which isn't saying, like, I cry at TV. I can get into stuff. And I know exactly what it was.
I'm thinking.
Sleeping. Oh, we have an ad break in 30 fucking seconds. Hurry up! Quickly! Quickly! Ah!
My marker's not writing.
Fred says when Grandma died. Damn! Fred, how kind of robot you think I
My
am?
marker's not. Okay.
Go! Yesterday. No. It was the Fallout premiere when we were watching the first episode. Walton Goggins, motherfucker. He just, like him and his daughter and like all the context they managed to cram into the beginning of that episode. Carlvin, welcome to the stream. It says happy anniversary, by the way. Fred says callous. Is that what you think of me? Yeah, I'm not like classic dude bro-y. Men don't cry. I don't do that. I can.
Oh yeah.
Every time I watch Bismuth, fucking the episode of Bismuth with fucking Steven Universe, a goddamn kids cartoon, that kind of gets me. And I'm not like Valkyrie and says, "Oh yeah, happy anniversary." Oh, thanks. Rowan says, "I've been here for a while." Okay. And Fred says, "No." I don't know what that "no" is in reference to.
We have a lot of people.
Fred says, I just don't think of you crying much. I'll be honest with you, like, it's usually just kind of like a well-up of tears. I go, that was some good acting, or that was some good writing. And I'm good. But I count it.
Metalhead says, I cry at stuff. LOL, watching The Haunting of Hill House did a lot to me.
I can see it.
Ad.
Yeah, our ad's on, but I'd like to think people love us enough on our anniversary to subscribe to such an occasion. That's such a dick move to say. No, we'll hold up and wait. Although I do have some fucking animated emotes at last for everybody. Allow me to share them with you.
Another marker.
I only saw the red one, but I can look. Ugh.
I like my purple one, but it's dying. It's very old.
Seems to be. It's not older than our relationship, but it's still pretty old for a mark.
I actually got it from my dad, so it might be. Tends to stockpile things like that.
You're in luck. And they're red!
Crowman says, I don't cry. Metalhead says, I do have a question for you. Alright.
Awesome. Also, if somebody who's somebody who's subscribed, sport our new animated emotes just for fun.
Valkyrie says, real men cry.
I like to think so.
What's your question, Metalhead?
Yeah, hit us with it. Let's go. We're also fairly open books, so you can kind of hit us with anything. There's very limited stuff that I'll be like, not here, my dude. POS.
When was the last time you ventilated? Also in the car today when I thought I was going to run out of gas.
Is that what he asked? Because it didn't
No.
pop up for me. Oh.
No.
When was the last time you hid the body? The first time I hid the body. I hide them very well. No.
You ask the question and then we'll take turns answering.
Yeah. Unless it's, well, obviously, like, if it's a question, obviously, like, only one of us can answer.
Pizza's on the way. Is pizza on its way?
Cool! We'll get our food set up just by the end of ad break. Everybody be good boys.
Hector, come here.
Hector.
Hector, come here. No.
Sorry.
He's gonna knock. He's gonna knock your lap down. Winston.
You too.
Good boy! You were actually not terrible.
Y'all are welcome to just come up and grab a slice at your leisure. Get down. Get down. Get down.
Valkyrie says, yum, pizza.
Yeah! Anniversary pizza.
Are you rethinking your question then, Metalhead?
Yeah, no, well, take your time. We've got all night. You can ask it at any point. I do have a couple of quizzes I'd really like to get to, but Ooh, hitting us with like a weird one.
The Metalhead says, "Oh, okay. What's your third favorite color?" Yes, third, because everyone knows their favorite, obviously.
Okay, so weirdly enough, I have a way we're gonna do this just to make it fair, because, like, you know, what you're gonna do is write down my top 3 favorite colors. Well, that way you don't have to worry about which one's actually in third place. You just have to worry about what are my top 3. Does that make sense? Is that acceptable to you, Metalhead Jesus? That way she doesn't have to specifically get my third correct.
I mean, I'm fine giving your third favorite color a guess.
Okay, I mean, that's fair too, but... Metalhead says yes, lol. Well, this way you also have to get my favorite color correct as well. She acts like this is such an inconvenience.
I mean, I know the favorite. Third one. Rick there.
And you don't have to get these in order, but I'm going to write them in order.
And they better not be some weird...
I mean, if you get the generic of the color correct, we can just call it. Like if I wrote chartreuse and you say green, which it's not.
I know it's not.
Metalhead Jesus says, I'll even give you mine after you're done. And Tipwee says, I'm going off. Good night. Thank you for stopping in, Tipwee. Good night, my man. Hope you have a lovely, lovely dreams.
All right,
of me and Lily bickering on this stream all night long.
I gave it...
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Hwah! Ta-da! Look at you! And you actually only got 2 of them out of order.
I knew number 1 for sure.
Yeah. Well, and then 2 and 3 kind of inform the first one. Okay. And then for you...
Well, we should be saying them out loud.
Yeah, okay. So for anyone who's just listening, my favorite color of all time is purple. Just always was.
I knew that.
And then second is red. That's how we ended up as Red Grim Gaming. I mean, that's how I ended up Leon Red Grim in the first place and all that. And then obviously blue, because blue and red make purple. Duh.
So I guess purple, blue, red. Does that count? Do I get a point?
Yeah. Lily said purple, blue, red. Theoretically, blue is my third favorite, though. Blue's cool and all, but like, come on. Look at red. Red's so sexy. That said, on to Lily's. Is going to vary from mine in only that third favorite color, I think. Now, Fred says, nope, it's wrong. Lily, it's black, black, and black. I don't count black as a... I mean, black is a color, but, like, are you counting black in this? Oh. Excuse me while I change some answers here. Hang on a moment. Him. I gotta put some things further down the list. Right? And go! Flawless!
Number 1 is purple, number 2 is black, and number 3 is red.
If black didn't count, I wrote green for the color of your truck, because I feel like that's worn off on you. As, like, your fourth?
Maybe.
That's what I mean, like, if we weren't counting black. Alright, so that's another point for me and Lily. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, food.
Yeah. That's the... That's my
I don't know why I
pizza.
did that. My pizza came in a special box. I got a weird deep dish because I wanted to try it. Metalhead Jesus coming at us with blue, purple, black. Hell yeah. This is so many of my band shirts are black with the designs and stuff.
My cheese. Ah.
A great quote. 1,000 points to whoever knows what that's from. Including Lily.
No.
I'll even do the quote like as good as I can did it.
Typologen says, people keep calling for stuff. Ah!
That boy's cheese done slid off his cracker, is the exact quote.
Well, it says, however, I do have a band hoodie that's white with sky blue and yellow designs.
Nice.
I don't think I own any light color.
I own one white hoodie. And it's the most appropriate hoodie I have ever owned. Classy and appropriate is my favorite way to describe that hoodie in honor of the guy who gave it to me. As a birthday present, if I remember right.
It was a holiday present or something.
Then Jesus says, what kind of pizza did you get? Alright. Lily got... No, I'm kidding. Lily always gets a gluten-free, because she has inferior genes. And...
Which, neither of my parents are gluten intolerant, so...
I got a deep dish chicken and pepperoni with sweet red sauce, because the place near us has such a really good...
I had a gluten-free with chicken and green. Where did you get it from?
The usual. Metalhead Jesus says, I've never had deep dish.
Really?
Interesting. Give it a try when you get the chance.
My stomach regrets it, but my mouth likes it.
That's,
I said what I said.
that could apply to so many things. Yeah, Fred, we got it from Cleveland Pizza. If you're ever in the Cleveland area, it is one of the best places to get pizza from. Although, I would recommend Conjan's first.
Oh.
I would.
It's one of my least favorite.
And if you're way out of the Cleveland area, the best pizza place in the whole area that I could recommend is Angelo's, but only the one in Kirtland. It's greasy, it's awful, and you're gonna love every bite. Amazing. But,
I'm having a problem.
I know, we're celebrating your biggest mistake ever right now. I had a point to make and I lost. Oh, right. The cheese done slid off his cracker line is from the Green Mile, by the way. It's after he breathes the, like, demons into the dickheady guy. And he's just kind of, like,
That's
lying
one of my
there.
favorite movies.
He goes nuts, shoots Sam Rockwell to death, and then plops on the floor catatonic and doesn't talk to anybody. And that's exactly what the one guard who they have not shown the entire fucking film, who's just here for this one scene, just, his cheese done slid off his cracker. I love that line. We need it as a sound alert.
Metalhead says Domino's is like the only good pizza place here, and they don't do dish. The one downtown is more.
This is on the pricier side of pizzas, but it's good.
Next question.
Next question, indeed. By the way, anyone listening here, you're welcome to just hit us with questions. Just let us know you've got one. We'll finish whatever question we're on, and then roll on to yours. What is your partner's favorite song?
Ew.
Oh, what great cruelty. I have like 15. If you get one of them right, it's fine. Let's do yours first. I hope I have the equal smorgasbord to pick from you, for you.
Yes, and it changes all the time.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, if you get one of them right, I'll just give you the point.
There is a song, though, that I really, really like, and I listen to all of the time, and I can listen to it, like, 27 times in a row. I don't think you're gonna get it.
I'm gonna take a crack, though.
There's a few songs I'll give to you.
I think I've got one for sure, but I might... You wrote way too quickly, but... Hopefully you just wrote the song title. I was writing the name and everything.
Yes, I just wrote this.
Oh, okay. Then I still have a hope.
No, it says, oh gosh, I don't think I have a favorite song. Fred says I have to go play.
Boo! We're having more fun here. Ready? Reveal! Oh, 5-flavor fruit punch. Blech.
Mine says The Wrong Side of Heaven.
Mine says Before He Cheats.
No.
No, okay. I also wrote Carrie-me-Underwood.
It's a song I can sing well.
I know, that's why I thought you'd love it.
But no.
I thought you actually really liked that song.
No.
I
was also just now playing Black Parade in my head. And
the other one I was going... I didn't think that would be your favorite. I figured you'd like a song on the album.
What?
As you tone deafly miss the cadence of the song. See, and the only other one I was going to hit you with was Old Red. That was the other one I had in mind.
See, now the problem is that I don't
You
know.
went first and I'm vengeful?
I don't know the name of... Leon tries to play this game with me all the time, and he's like, who is this? And I'm like, I don't know.
I will give you one benefit of the doubt. Out of every band you could pick for me, because you know there's a slew of them, if you can name one of my favorite songs by that band, I will count it. Rather than worrying about whether or not I like it more than other bands or whatever. If you can just hit me with one of my favorite songs by any band, I'll be happy. Because this isn't exactly a fair one, because Lily listens to quite a lot of music. But to me, that is a pond thrown at a very vast ocean. I listen to so much music. There's literally, like, I can name music, songs, artists I like in different countries, different languages I've never even tried to speak. Fucking Gen Hoshino, I love his music. Like, all over.
Metalhead's got another one.
There is an unending sea. So I'm just gonna let you pick any band you want. What's my favorite song by that band? And I'll even give you a few tries. So you pick a band.
Rammstein.
Rammstein. I will write my favorite song by Rammstein right now. And you will have to hit me.
Is it a newer song or an older song?
I'm not giving you that.
Darn it. Black Pauldron says, I'm back. How do you play again?
So, the idea is you hit us with a question that requires the other person to know the answer about the other. And then we hit each other back and forth with the question itself. I'm serious, I will let you take a couple stabs at this. Whether you want to guess a couple stabs at the song or a couple, like, pick a different band and go, maybe I can do better over here. I love that you picked the one that's not in your native language, though.
It's the one that I know the most songs.
You'll have to let me know when you're ready.
It's so hard, though, because Rammstein has, like, a bajillion songs.
It's the worst band you could have picked, in my opinion.
I need a hint if it's an older or newer song.
Not happening.
Ah!
I'm giving you enough leeways already.
I know my two favorite songs by Rammstein.
Yeah, Black Pauldron, if you just think of a question that I should know the answer about Lily. Or, you know, relatively speaking. Well, we eat pizza and hang out. Like, what's your partner's favorite color?
Alright, I listened to this song today, so...
Okay, let's give it a shot. Ready? Reveal! It's on the same album.
It is on the same album.
I do like Auslander, but there's just something very powerful to the song simply titled Sex by Rammstein. I would have also accepted Radio.
Darn one!
I sing the shit out of that song to myself, just walking around. Radio, mein Radio. Ich lass mich in dem Äther saugen, meine Ohren
I was literally
werden
thinking
Augen.
radio.
Radio. It's the one that gets stuck in my head easily. I just realized the video played on.
Metalhead says, what's your favorite underrated movie? The one movie that got overlooked by many, or just not good reviews. Just for fun, to try and guess mine. I won't count towards points. I watch everything. And it's 2000s movie.
Mine is a late 2000s movie. I know exactly what movie I know. Like, I tell anybody who I can get to listen from here to fucking Hanoi to fucking try out this movie because it was this.
Are we
I'll
doing
shut
yours
up.
first then?
I guess so. All right, I will accept two, so I'm gonna put a slash in here. Underrated. Funny enough, both of my movies came out the same year.
Funny enough, I don't know
Wouldn't
the names
know.
of any movies either. I don't even remember. I'm trying to think of one.
Black Pauldron saying, "We're all living in America. America ist wunderbar." I like that song too. I like so many.
Oh!
I didn't just show you my card.
No, you didn't, but I had an epiphany.
Okay.
Because you were just talking about it the other day. I think.
Maybe. Oh, man. Oh, that's an awful lot of writing. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go! You totally saw me.
No, I didn't.
No. I was just talking about it like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yes, The Signal. And then my other one is Wreck. Both came out in 2007. Both fantastic movies. If you haven't seen them, fix your life. Watch those films. And then you with underrated film. That's a tricky one. For you in, like, underrated, that you insist people need to watch more. My oddball shot would be... It's review bombed. Like, Barbie got hit by a lot of people who are just
I can
80
think of a movie
bitches.
that I really, really liked that I feel like nobody knows. I guess you gave me a little bit. But, like, and we've watched it together, but I feel like nobody, like, knows this movie, and it was good.
War Horse. That's a different question. That's a movie we really wish was good.
Yes.
And it fucking wasn't.
I'm making sure it's
Black says,
correct.
Lion. Oh my, how regal of you. Lion, what's Lily's favorite food from her favorite restaurant? Well, actually an oddball one. And I do have a good answer for that. But we'll get to your question in just a moment. I meant Leon, sorry. No, nothing. What? You have to look up the title.
Yes.
Movie. I mean, I know of one, but it's not. Shoot. I did give you a couple hints to mine.
It's animated.
Wow. Watched it together. Animated. Underrated. If you show off a movie that, like, is actually really beloved, though, you wouldn't know. So I'm gonna have to take that into account.
And I'm not giving you any other hints, because Leon is a movie buff who remembers everything he's ever seen, ever.
It's animated. Maybe my only other ask for a hint was, did we see it in theaters or did we see it?
That I'm not going to tell.
Okay. What's the score, guys? Well, I guess I can afford to lose one.
3-3.
No, it's not. Shouldn't be. Black Cauldron says it's the 1979 Hobbit, right? The Bakshi Hobbit films. Ugh. Metalhead Jesus says it's 2-3. Who's lead?
No, I just got Signal.
Just use initials.
I just got Signal, which was 1 point.
Lord Croven says, am I a lion? I don't consider myself a lion, but I do have a mighty roar.
We have discussed that this is an underrated movie.
It's bothering me too. Mostly because I just watched a different, not quite animated movie. It was claymation. And I oh wait. Well, I have a guess, but now I'm sitting here going, it's probably wrong. But it's a movie that people should watch more, so even if I'm wrong, I'm hopefully exposing people.
To the movie.
Yes. It's 2 words. Damn it.
Is it now?
It is. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Aw, man. I was on the right track, but yes. I wrote Box Troll.
That would be close, yeah.
That's a very underrated film, too.
9 says
9 is a fucking phenomenal film. I don't know if it necessarily falls under... Because I would have considered that one critically acclaimed. People loved that movie. It just didn't get a lot of attention.
I have a lot of people that don't have any idea about that movie.
True. Metalhead Jesus says, I haven't seen 9 yet. Just like The Signal, man. Fix your life. So on to Black Pauldron. Croven says, is it the 2010 Ultramarines Warhammer 40,000 movie? No. Black Pauldron says, you mean the 9 with the ragdolls, right?
Yes.
No. Yeah. Yes, 9 is a phenomenal film. And we did discuss that I wish more people had seen it. I will say, though, anyone who has seen it, that has glowing reviews. So I was thinking about the question a little too hard, I guess. Metalhead Jesus says, didn't guess my favorite. Adage. Well, give us a minute.
Black Pauldron says, I love that. It's too short, though.
It is such a good movie. I don't care how short it is. I just got done watching a movie called Mad God. And that is an absolute bonkers experience.
Crowan says 9 was good.
But hot damn is that a good movie. Mad God is like this claymation of an assassin who like falls to Earth to achieve a mission of planting this bomb in a place. As he goes through, all of these like disgusting claymation monster allegories of like society, essentially. He basically has to avoid them while they like torment and destroy each other, and there's like it's very grotesque. It's very ew. And it's great.
Next question.
Next question was from Black Pauldron, who asked, what is your partner's favorite food from their favorite restaurant? I know yours, even if you don't. And you'll get it wrong, I know it. And then go, oh. When
so
I'm
we're
right.
doing mine first?
I suppose so, it's fresh in my head. One's a contraction.
Is it?
No. Not at all. Ready?
Yep.
Go! A Vegas roll from Fuji's. Sushi, bitch.
I'll give you it. I just thought about, like, if I could get food and it didn't matter how much it cost, what would I get?
And now we're on mine.
I know foods you get a lot, but what is your favorite? Like, not that you'll just eat, but what is it? Because there's a couple of places I can think of that you really liked, but we don't ever get. And then there's stuff that we get all the time.
Yes, indeed. There's also stuff I get without you.
How do you know that?
I actually think that should be a pretty good hint, and it's the only one you're getting.
That's a lot of writing you're doing.
It is indeed. There's an about the author section. I put a forward as a cover page. Actor's throwing a fit about not getting pizza. I think my hint landed. Ready?
I don't know.
Real! Something from the other Chinese place. No! It's Mama's Chicken Parm from the Willowick Lounge here.
I wouldn't have guessed that was your favorite.
Oh, if I have an option, I will still kill someone.
Pauldron and
If they give me
Metalhead Jesus are laughing.
if they gave me the option to pay $1,000 or kill somebody for Mama's Chicken Parm, I would pay $1,000 and kill somebody and get 2. And that would be my reality. Yeah, chicken parm is almost always my favorite meal ever. Just bar none. I just love it. It's so simple and delicious. And then Mama, when she knows she makes it for me... Okay, sometimes. She will, she'll make it like semi-spicy and just a little more sauce than normal, and I love it. And
Next.
that's a chicken parm pasta, mind you. That comes with linguine and a meatball.
Next question.
Next question. Now that I'm in the lead again. Who was your partner's childhood crush?
Is this a real
No.
person or celebrity?
You know that they're real people. They exist.
Person we actually know or celebrity?
So are we... Okay, chat. Why don't you guys make the distinction? I need to grab a drink. Getting a little thirsty.
So the question is, who is your partner's childhood crush? And what we want you to decide is this somebody that we knew in our actual lives? Or is this like a celebrity crush?
Come on, don't be shy. We're the ones on trial here, technically. I think it should be Celebrity Crush, personally, just because that's... Like, who do you know that I know? Oh,
Yeah, true.
Black and Croven both finally chimed in Celebrity.
Okay, who's doing what first?
We did yours first last, so it's my turn!
Man.
Oh, man! Oh, man.
I also don't know anybody's names ever, so you're not gonna get mine.
Oh.
I
That
guarantee
confident,
it.
are we? I don't think you're gonna get mine either. Trying to think if I can be nice.
My childhood celebrity crush?
Yeah, not your...
I know Lily's celebrity crush.
Yeah, we're not talking about her legion of skeletons she'd like to raise.
We're not all skeletons.
Pauldron says real celebrity, right? Yes.
Yeah. So, like, not a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, not a cartoon. This question would take me way too long to decide if we were talking cartoons I had a crush on as a kid. Probably end with Raven from Teen Titans. Just saying. Because I know who it is, but I don't want to start writing. For reasons.
I honestly don't have a clue.
Well, I tell you what, if you can guess a character they played, that would be fine. Fred says, who's my crush? Fred, I met your crush. I drove a car in a film with your crush. Fred says, Mia. Mila? That's actually not a bad guess. But I always felt like she, Michelle Rodriguez, and any number of others were too old for me. Fred says, I know! Yeah, I know your celebrity crush. Easy, Fred. It's Kevin Bacon. No, I'm kidding.
I really don't know. And you even gave a hint, but I still don't know.
I gave a pretty big hint. There's, like, quite a few characters she played.
And they were also, like, younger.
younger. I'm certain they were older than me, but
I really don't know. I guess I'm just gonna write words.
Fred's celebrity crush is James Woods.
Okay, I know it's wrong.
Ready?
Because I don't know.
Go! The Pink Power Ranger. First of all, how young did you think I was that I was getting crushes? Because I watched Power Rangers when I was like 5. Fuck no, it was Wednesday Addams. Slash whatever the hell her name was in Beetlejuice. I was definitely drawn more to the macabre stuff. My other one I knew you wouldn't get at all would have been like Heather Langenkamp. Again, too old for me, for one. She was the hero of the first, like, 3 Nightmare on Elm Street films. And is currently, by the way, married to and part head of K&B Effects that does, like, The Walking Dead's makeup and...
Okay.
Did you have to look up your own celebrity
I wanted to look
crush?
up how to spell it.
Oh. And, I'm gonna guess the wrong...
It immediately popped into my head, like...
It's bugging me because it's the wrong, like...
How did you get it?
The wrong band is coming to mind.
You're not...
No?
No? There's, I think, one person alive that knows this answer.
Oh
and it's Katie Seazagoy.
Oh. It's one of those things where I'm sitting here going, I have 2 guesses, but I don't know either of their names, and the one, even how to describe them isn't coming to me all that well.
And you're wrong.
I'm gonna put a slash. I'm putting them both.
Okay. I'll give it to you if you get either of them.
Problem is I'm sitting here going, the ones from a band, and I am struggling to remember the band now.
Play instrument.
Excuse me? Like I can sing the song to myself, but I cannot.
Princess, how long have you guys been together?
15 years, Fred, as of yesterday, that we have been officially dating.
As I'm dropping food all over my... Did this.
I'm also going to cheat, because I know who I want to say, but I can't think of the actual...
Okay.
Okay. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go! Oh, really? I'm just gonna say I've never seen any of these 3 people in the same room together.
Skelly. Okay, first of all, he's not a Skelly.
If you say so.
He's the normal person! Actually, I did not like him.
You didn't like him?
No, I mean, I like the band him,
Oh.
but mine is Chris Angel. I literally had printed out pictures of Chris Angel from my dad's old printer that was missing, like, owner, and they were, like, pink and gray and black.
And all sticky by the time you were done.
Ew, no. My head's laughing.
Figures it would be the Skelly Magician. Oh no, I got fuck. Darn it. I guess the wrong profession, and I don't think he actually plays instruments.
He does.
I saw a thing of him like doing a promo where he was like holding a guitar and there was like a lot of music playing, but all he was kind of doing was just sort of masturbating the guitar and never actually played it.
He actually has kind of a tragic / sweet story.
That we don't have time for. It's our
Okay,
anniversary.
fine.
Unless it's quick.
Which is why he quit doing magic.
Ah.
One of his kids got really sick, and so he still does some shows and stuff, like in
Like
Vegas.
little stuff.
Yeah, but he like dedicated all of his time and effort like to his kid and fundraising and like
Philanthropic.
yeah, type things like towards the cause. And
Well, that's sad. There's also only so long you can spend like rocking out those abs to do a TV show where you gotta be running it. But all in all,
3 to 4.
Fred says, you guys almost made it longer than both my marriages. You just wait, Fred. You gotta live long enough to see how we make it farther than all of yours combined.
Okay, next question.
Yes, next question. What is your partner's favorite item of clothing?
How specific do we?
Jesus. Oh.
Like that question.
I don't like it either.
I vote skip.
What do you think, chat? Can we skip this one? Kind of a dumb question, and we're halfway through the stream, and I have 2 other videos I want to get to. Screw it! Executive decision. Favorite movie? Yeah, we've done that one. Favorite book? That's a fascinating.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
You're guessing mine?
Yep.
Or okay. Okay. I like a lot of books. So
50.
no, God, no, burn that. If you're close, we'll say, I'll give it to you.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go! Sucker Punch, really?
It's an Anita Blake.
I know what it is.
What do you have?
I wrote Your Inheritance Cycle.
Nope. If you guessed,
You won't shut up about the Inheritance Cycle.
if you guessed anything from the Anita Blake series, I might have given
I
it to
wouldn't
you.
have guessed Sucker Punch. I feel like I heard about it the least. That and Smolder. You didn't tell me anything that happened in Smolder. Or you were
Smolder's a
very quick.
in between sort of book.
It's just a holding pattern book.
Yeah, it's in between them getting married and stuff. And anyway, I have the Anita Blake series is a 30-some series thing, Or I would have given you, like, the fourth wing.
Okay.
The fourth wing.
I'll be honest, I don't necessarily know which one's from which, so...
I'm literally wearing the hoodie from one of those series.
Just gonna...
Favorite book?
Yes.
Are you done?
No. Because I also did a bad job.
Ian's playing Pictionary.
Kind of. Ready?
Yep.
Go! Jam! It is correct. It is Jam by Yahtzee Croshaw. I fucking love that book. The Stand is like my... You can get me to read that book for the rest of my life. But if you were to, like, want to talk to me about it... Bruh. I can only talk about certain people. Jesus says it is presently 4-3.
No, now we're tied. We're 4-4. That was my fourth point.
Lily's only recording her own points. Oh, Metalhead Jesus has a different number to you, and we trusted the chat at the beginning. Earning that $30, man. Earning that 20. All it is.
I haven't gotten a point in a while, okay? I've been sitting on that 3.
What are the names of your partner's grandparents? Kind of an unfair question. Your family doesn't like talking about your grandparents. One, because they just don't talk about anything. And the other didn't like their parents.
No, it says I could be wrong, to be honest, but I'm fairly certain. You're wrong.
You hold fast, Metalhead Jesus. Don't let her bully you. She's just a big mean bully who doesn't record my points.
I'm gonna be honest, all my grandparents, but like 2 dead before I was born. I know the name of, like, one of my grandparents, so I don't feel like that's a very fair question.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Because my parents always talk about them as, like, mom or dad. They're not, like, Alice.
Would you care to just hit the audience with knowing my grandparents? You at least know Fred's parents. And their first very generic names were...
Gail.
And... Yeah, it's my middle name. The other two were Betty and Rocco.
I would have guessed Betty. I may have guessed Rocco.
Rocco I didn't know. Rocco I didn't know. Well, that's Groven's middle name. As I dox myself full force. As y'all just start digging up my Ancestry.com page and... Yeah. That one was just for the fun of it. What is your partner's favorite vacation spot?
As in somewhere we've been or somewhere we want to go?
Well, we could always do one and then the other, but I'd rather get on with it. So, Ben.
What are we doing first?
I don't think it matters. You want to just reveal them on 3?
I mean, I was going to be more specific. But...
I wasn't. Let's just gonna get on with it. Ready, fire! Oz. Yeah. That one's an easy one.
So no points? I looked away. See, Metalhead isn't even paying attention.
I find him more credible than the cheater.
They actually do refer to it as Oz, OZ.
Yeah.
No points, Metalhead.
Yeah, no points for the last two. We don't know Lily's grandparents and, like, all that good jazz. Meanwhile, our favorite vacation we've ever been on is the same vacation.
Yes.
We both
Australia.
love Australia. Gold Coast, Australia, on the beach of Miami, just south of Brisbane, about 45 minutes drive. It is a beautiful little spot. Awesome. I held a koala there.
Metalhead says, and her name is Jenny.
Her name was Jenny.
In real life things to do. I'm just listening to Grim now. Go to jail!
Alright. Who is your partner's favorite family member? Oh no.
I have
Fred, Croven, look away.
I have 2 of them, so
Melody Bird people, look away.
I don't feel like this is a good question to answer.
It's probably not. We're gonna just move on. For the record, mine's Atlas. Crowan putting out the torch.
Now we
Burning
need to go to
emotes.
jail.
What's worse is I think if we had to answer this honestly, I think you and I would both actually be able to correctly guess each other's. And we'll just leave that at that.
Yeah.
What is your partner most proud of?
Who's going first?
I will go first.
So you're guessing for me?
No, the other way.
We're guessing yours.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to doodle mine first. What am I most proud of?
I could write this in a funny way, but I'm not writing those words.
What is your partner most proud of? You ready?
Yep.
Go!
Why?
What did you write?
I wrote your fitness. I'm working really hard on it.
I'm actually a little down on my fitness.
You're doing really good, though.
I have, but I also keep stressing how I'm not happy with like what my body looks like right now.
Yeah, but you've been working so hard.
So I'm actually proudest of Lily, and usually am, because first of all, 15 years. Come on, we're sitting right here. And second of all,
Metalhead says,
like literally just gold medaled, like 3 divisions at a tournament and beat up a kid who deserved it.
What?
The exhibition. I was just being funny.
She didn't deserve it, but she did ask for it.
Fred hitting us with favorite band. We did have favorite song already come up, but favorite band I feel is unfair. But yeah, no, I've been most proud of you, to be honest with you. Just in general. Not to get too schmoozy, but like
Ian's getting sappy and my answer's not gonna be sappy.
I don't think your answer's gonna be sappy. Just is.
Right now, what am I most proud of? I feel like things have sucked for me lately, so... But there is something fairly consistent.
Ready? Go! Mile time with Hack.
Oh!
That's a pull away in the lead for good old Leon.
Stop you! Let's laugh.
Don't forget, guys, come up with a nice, firm punishment for the loser.
Oh!
Which will assuredly be Lily. You were all on board until you were worried it could be you. I love this. Hold on. This is fucking dude going like, yes. Mm-hmm. What are you most proud of? What is your partner's favorite animal?
Doing.
You.
It's my favorite.
Uh-huh. What's your favorite animal? You gonna draw it for them?
That'd be in...
Metalhead Jesus says, favorite animal is tough. No, it isn't. Maybe if it said favorite zoo animal, but it doesn't. 3, 2, 1, go! Pony!
It's only my entire life.
She's only got 2 tattoos so far of horses on her body. Both of which she owned.
Metalhead says, you'd never guess mine.
Capybara. Kookaburra. One of those that's really fun to say. 3-toed sloth. He's like, psh, no. Crocagator. I'm gonna speak. Ready? We don't have all night, although the ad break is still going, so it'd be nice.
I'll be here all day.
Apparently we are.
Who said that ad break?
I know. But it just ended. Ready? Go! Aww, that's good.
But he's the bestest. weird.
He is the bestest behaved, and I love him.
Best ever.
But bears. I live to embody the spirit of bear.
That would have been nice.
All of the things on my card said air sign, Puma, Grizzly, and the Pooh.
Or the
As in Winnie.
Our Winnie is.
Yeah, my favorite animal is bears. I love the shit out of Atlas. But he's family. He's not an animal.
I was gonna try you.
I'm not gay enough to be a bear. Partner's favorite... We did that.
Oh.
Partner's favorite TV show. I know what it is at the moment. For both of us. I'm obsessively watching it over and over again, but... As far as what's your favorite show of all time... Let me just get this one out of the way. You don't have to write anything. I'll just...
It might not be what you think. There's two that I'll get.
Go! Peaky Blinders. This is number 2, isn't it?
Yes. The Punisher.
Fred says, you know mine. Yeah. Hello, Kitty.
Should I give that to Leon?
Excuse you? You're the one who was just like, he's gonna write my Skelly Boy show. I'm gonna write the Punisher instead. And then tell him it's one or the other.
Actually, the last season of Peaky Blinders that I watched, because I haven't watched the new season. The last season.
Very souring.
Was a little convoluted.
Hate the whole...
No, but for that reason I say The Punisher, because that show is finished and I could watch it over and over and over again.
I have a couple. In fact, I'm going to write 2. My favorite show.
Don't pick stuff that you like, but favorite.
Then... You can guess one of these and I'll give you the point.
Okay.
You ready? You gonna go for the broken shoot for both of them? You'd have to get them both correct, though.
No.
And go! One Piece. That is a solid guess. It is my favorite anime, but sadly, if I'm gonna pick something to watch for the rest of my life, it's gonna be one of these. It's either gonna be House or Archer. I love One Piece, though. One Piece is great. But One Piece is a shit ton of filler. Bit souring to the experience. Right now, Kroven and I are experiencing a whole fucking season where they're trying to work the filler into the main arc, and it's a really bad idea. It didn't go well. Oda, be more concise, please. Covered up the keyboard I need to click. Continue. What is your partner's favorite type of weather? Well, you're easy, so let's do mine.
Okay.
Ah! Got it smeared all over my thumb. Ready?
Yep.
Go! Cloudy. Sweater weather, yeah. 70 degrees. I can wear whatever. Brad, your favorite show is Downton Abbey, by the way. I didn't mean to be outwardly dismissive. Lilies. Go! Both correct. L in summer. Lily just likes heat. Just stick a blowtorch to her face while she's in -2 degrees, and she'll still tell you she's cold.
Rest of me.
Wouldn't even be screaming about the blowtorch. You just whine that it isn't hot enough.
I shower in water that is just below burning my flesh.
Leading on. What's your partner's favorite type of exercise?
Favorite. Going first.
Me.
I'm guessing you.
Oh no.
What?
The cap came off my marker. I have a line on my pants now. Jesus says exercise. What's that? Press says burpees. Fuck no. Go. No. I know chat gets it. What? Give her the point for martial arts. Not my favorite though.
Like,
exactly that interview was what I was thinking. I'm like, well, yeah.
the crowd's like going wild. Interviewers, they get it.
Yeah, he's like, I think they get it. Lily's favorite exercise. Aside from none. Can't write none.
I have so much pizza stuff on me. Sugar.
Go! I said cardio, but I also wrote riding. I will leave that up to the winds.
I don't know, chat. Do we think cardio and running are
Literally the two words that go hand in hand when one thinks of the other.
Yes, so, but running is specific.
I doodled riding as an example. I didn't feel like doodling them all. like I did for Bear. What do you think, Metalhead Jesus? He says that's the same thing. I'm sorry, Lily. You're just falling further behind.
You can do cardio in the water.
You're gonna have to eat that onion cream cheese pickle sandwich after all.
So
Expired.
you're the one that's gonna have to clean up the vomit. So
What is your partner's favorite childhood memory? Black Pauldron says, but is it toasted? Pauldron over here asking the real question. I'm just saying. Ready? Go! Now, I didn't write my specifics, but my specific is playing Indiana Jones. You.
well, now I know what yours is. So
You can have it, I guess. Who said that was my favorite childhood memory? I barely fucking knew you. I just remember hanging out with you, and we were like, let's play Indiana Jones, and I wanted to be Indy, and you were like, I want to be Indy. And we were like, well, we'll just both be Indy. Woo! And we just kind of played. We did, like, pretending the boulder thing through the one wooden piece of equipment, like, 50 times. I remember that very clearly. Well, okay, I remember it very vaguely. But I just remember you telling me about how you used to play with a kid on the playground, and I went, oh, so did I! And yeah, could it have been another kid? Maybe, but I doubt it. 300 kids in that school. Possible that everyone was just playing Indiana Jones, I guess. Because I actually do have one other favorite childhood memory.
now you're just reaching.
I am not reaching. I for sure have one very specific thing. Childhood. That I'm like, yes. Point of honor. Just no actual score, but just go for it.
Do something with your.
No, most of my best memories with Grandma were as an adult. Being a kid. I technically have two, and they're basically boiled down to I earned a thing. I'll just say no. My first dog, Smokey. Getting to pick him out and Dad teaching me how to train. If that's a whole slew of memories. The other one was earning a GameCube. Fred gave me like an ultimatum of like, you can get it, but like, you've got to do this and nail this. Like, I did like nail a certain grade point average, and I flattened that challenge, which I think made Fred go, okay, he's not retarded, just whatever.
I just got $5 an A. Those A's were worth top dollar.
Look where it got you.
Yeah,
The A's and the
poop.
$5. Cleaning poo for a living. Stuck with me. It's all worth it. Aw, what's your partner's favorite time of year? We technically already answered that. You didn't answer mine, but I answered yours. Hot.
Not necessarily my favorite.
We both have the
answered
same.
this question
We both
before.
actually have the same favorite. I think so. You want to just write them out and see?
I know yours.
Mine's easy.
Are we just writing each other's then?
Yeah, just.
Okay.
Aha!
Fall.
I call it autumn because it's a cooler word.
No, mine's
Leaf fall down.
mine is spring.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to go into the cold. I want to go into the warm.
I just kind of thought we liked the general vibe and spookiness.
I do like spookiness. I can be.
I'm broad daylight. What is your partner's favorite family tradition? Your favorite.
Mine.
Set it under the pizza box. Don't smudge it off the board and have to read. I am currently applying icing to a dessert cinnamon stick thingy. That's part of our anniversary meal. Because it's also the last one. Would be nice to get the box off the fucking couch. Ready?
Yeah.
Go! Putting up the Xmas tree with Dad. I said PJs at Chris.
Oh.
Lily's just mad she's so far behind.
My dad and I always fake fight over putting up the Christmas tree.
Okay.
Because they have a fake tree that you literally have to put it in branch by branch.
Yeah.
And my dad and I, like, it started out as real bickering about it, and now it's just fake bickering because it's not the tradition without actually doing it.
Without the bickering,
Yeah.
That's awesome. Alright. Ready?
Yup.
Fire! Nice try, though.
Really, the favorite one is opening present.
The favorite one is the fact that Mom, me, and Croven would always do, like, our own private one. Without everybody. The night before. It started as actually doing, like, the whole get-together where everyone got together the night before. And you do specific presents. And then it slowly evolved into, well, no one wants to see us do that. I guess. Because originally it was the whole family get-together. All well, 3 of my grandparents' kids who were in the area, and our one set of cousins. They all come over, and we do a big gift exchange Christmas Eve. Just the day ahead. And then we'd go home, and then as kids, we'd open the presents Mom got it. Dad got it. But as time wore on, it was just felt like that was the tradition. Just do it Christmas Eve. Do the whole thing the day before and fuck it. No one has to get up the next day. Screw all that noise about waking up and run into the tree. That's exercise. Gross. Alright, what is your partner's favorite drink? Let's go booze. But then we both know the. Although I really liked that drink I got at at the House of Blues.
Like rubbing out.
Very flavorful rubbing out.
I can usually smell a drink and say, my body is not going to want me to swallow this.
Well, we're not for no points. What's my favorite drink? Oh no, I should have challenged you. Shit.
Or
I have one.
I bought it.
Favorite alcohol.
I bought it.
You didn't.
No.
That is my most accessible favorite drink. Absinthe. Always has been.
Real absinthe.
Real absinthe. Here's the Bailey's in so many ways. All its forms. Parade of Bailey's.
Yeah, wine is a close. A wine is second, but there's so many different flavors of Bailey.
Ooh. Well, we both know that. You told me that. We'll do yours first. That I will spell totally wrong.
I was just gonna say, I don't know how to spell it.
Pretty sure it's just one of the letters and stuff. I like that, but I'm gonna just stick with it. Oh, I actually only spelled one letter wrong. Just clicked. Pisces! You a fish.
Yep.
Lily's a fish.
Aren't you some scales bull?
Some scales bullshit. No, as a matter of fact, I am not. I am hands down the greatest star sign. Beyond repute. Go. I am a fucking Capricorn, you Adamite.
I don't know what any of the... I was like, I know you're not a Cancer or a Pisces, because I know when I'm born and I know when my dad's born.
You know your mom's star sign?
Pisces.
Oh.
Born in February.
Ready? Fire! Loves my sours.
That
End
was
of
my next
story.
guess with sour stuff.
Warheads or toxic waste? I'd have accepted both. Warheads are the ones I grew up on. I have the most nostalgia for. Do think toxic waste is better. What is your partner's least favorite subject in school? Me.
Think of a particular reason why this is your least favorite subject, but
I have so many versions of answers for this. Go! Maths. No, I loved chemistry.
I just remember a particular teacher that
Hating
made
that
it
teacher.
miserable.
Hating that teacher did not ruin my love of chemistry. I would later go into a career hoping to have that be a whole focus of what I was doing, and then they made that career suck for me, and I left it. But no, I adored chemistry. Still adore it to this day. What is Lily's least favorite subject in school? I don't know if this is skipped. Go! Chemistry! Lily doesn't like icky things touch her hands.
Oh.
Brett says Joel wants to know if you and Krobin watched Johnny Bravo. Indeed we
Johnny
did.
Bravo!
Do the monkey with me. Yeah, I watched Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, I actually really liked school, but I had to take, well, I did take honors chemistry, and I actually, told my lab partners, I will give you all the answers to everything if you touch all the stuff. And they did, and it worked.
Yeah.
And we all got A's.
Chemistry skeeves Lily out. Although it shows it wasn't your best subject. I love you, but I gotta tell it. She was rubbing Dawn dish soap into her rug.
And
then spraying it with a hose to clean it.
And I'd do it again, and I'm not sorry.
You pasted a concentrate all over a cotton. He says he wants you to know. He wants to know if it fucked up Elvis for you. No. Listening to stories from Priscilla Presley ruined Elvis for me.
Yeah. The part where he married like a 13-year-old.
I think she was 16 at the time. But he did groom her, technically.
Yeah.
Although it was one of those old-timey kind of marriages where, like, dad was in on everything. And, like...
Gross.
Fully accepting of it. And then...
That's not old-timey enough. When you say old-timey, that means, like, 1763. That's acceptable.
That stuff happens today.
I know it does, and it's still not acceptable.
And Priscilla Presley swears up and down that she never felt like she was, like, used by that whole thing. What she didn't like, however, is that he was kind of like a man-whoring kind of douche sometimes. He would get really into whatever role he wanted to be on, and she either got with it or got, like, run over by him, and it was
stars.
it put her in the limelight, sure.
It made Amanda Bynes a star too, but that doesn't take back everything that happened to her.
Because, again, Priscilla doesn't believe she was...
Can you...
Hey, sit down. Priscilla doesn't believe she was part of any kind of, like, anything untoward and scandalous. It was a marriage, and she was part of it, and it was all good. Hector, sit the fuck down. Sit down, idiot. Sit.
Rocks in his head. He can't.
He really does. I think Priscilla made a name for herself in her own right, though, because god damn is she funny in those naked
Now you
videos.
broke him.
Hector, sit. Come on, sit down. Get comfy. Join the party.
Next question.
Yes. What is your partner's favorite flavor of ice cream?
You and me?
Me. Ready? Fire!
Strawberry? What is that?
It is my all-time favorite flavor of ice cream. And I used to piss off my dad because I would eat 1/3 of the Neapolitan he'd buy, and then there just wouldn't be any, because I wouldn't eat the chocolate. When I was a kid, I was picky as fuck. I didn't like the chocolate. I didn't like the way chocolate ice cream tasted. It didn't taste like chocolate.
Ice cream. There.
Isn't about the office. I said anything as long as it has caramel in it.
I said Oreo. I would also accepted cookies and cream.
Damn it. Black Pauldron says you weren't being picky, you were making right choices. Strawberry is the best flavor of ice cream. It's not my fault that if you want to go get Dairy Queen, they don't make strawberry blizzards. Because if they did, all my blizzards.
You can get strawberries in.
Get great fruit that's half frozen and getting a bit bitter because...
I think you can ask them to use strawberry ice cream. They have strawberry ice cream.
I don't think they can. It has to be the specific kind of soft serve in order for the thing to whip it.
Get a strawberry cone.
Yeah, that's just pouring strawberry ice cream onto a cone. That doesn't define whether or not that ice cream is too hard for the mixer.
You should check next.
I will... Black says, oh shit, why don't they? I'm hands down in agreeance here. We should definitely start writing strongly worded letters. What is your partner's favorite scent? Not the one you wear all the time, so I can't just write horse poo. So your favorite scent?
I'd like to clarify just favorite scent in general.
That's actually... Yeah, Black, we should start sending Dairy Queen strongly worded letters with suspicious white powders until they...
Is this mine?
This is yours. What did you decide? Are you doing just generic scent? Just any scent?
Any scent. I will give you... There's 2 that I will accept.
Go! Old concrete.
Like a garage.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guess?
Hay, but not straw.
Yeah, like a cement basement or like a cement garage.
Okay. Okay.
Or I would have given you cedar.
Ah, okay. I know exactly what mine is, so good luck.
A scent in general. That's so hard. That's really a tough one.
Black's laughing at either mailing Dairy Queen white powder or the fact that I specified you didn't like straw. I think I can get a half point just for saying that.
I don't know scent in general. I'm gonna make a guess though.
There's two ways to word it. I'll give you that. Song that fits my general demeanor on this pretty hard. You ready?
Yeah.
Now I'm only happy when it rains. Specifically, ozone smell.
I said rain smell.
So I shit you not. It's weird that you thought chemistry was my least favorite subject.
I was just thinking it's because the teacher and stuff made it miserable.
True. She didn't make chemistry miserable. She just made being at school miserable. But for like me, understanding why ozone is the smell that it is like this whole cool thing. And that it is one of the most pleasant smells you'll ever experience post-rain is the release of ozone, which is O3 molecules. When the rain hits the ground, it splashes, the molecules of water, H2O, actually smash apart, and a lot of loose O1 molecules go into the air. They don't like to be single molecules, so they will slam dead into whatever oxygen molecule they find. I'm fucking that up, sorry. O3 molecules will smash into whatever molecule they find to become stable again, breaking and separating various hydrogen molecules and other things that like creates what you're smelling. Funny enough, if you ever put yourself in a chamber where raw ozone is a created effect,
Okay.
it'll start breaking up your lungs, yeah, because those molecules don't care where they get that oxygen from. They'll just slam into, like, you have oxygen molecules in the hydrogen content of in the water content of your skin. And theoretically, you could sit there, like, if you put a body in an ozone chamber for long enough, and it'll actually just deteriorate it to nothing. It's not quite likely.
The tack room at my barn is both concrete and cedar. And I literally walk in there like a weirdo, like...
So, what's your partner's favorite pizza topping?
Just one?
Just one. What's the one you will pick every time you can put it on a pizza?
Are we guessing yours?
Yes.
Okay. Every time.
Mm-hmm. Not what pizza topping I get every single time. Not what pizza topping I get, like, often. What pizza topping, given the option, will I put on every single pizza?
Just contradicted yourself.
No, would. Like, I would put it on there. The hint was that it's not always accessible. The hint was it's not always offered. Are you drawing it? Ready? Fire! Fresh basil indeed. Not like basil flakes, not dried shit, but actual like little shreds of picked basil off a windowsill is my favorite topping on pizza. I love the little spicy kick it gives it. Lily's favorite pizza topping. Go! Chicken! I am Kenna. Black says, basil is spicy. Fresh basil, sweet basil. As I sound like I'm starting a song.
Eat sweet basil.
Basil, sweet basil. Yeah, it just has a nice kick to it while maintaining a very strong flavor. What is your partner's least favorite task around the house? Hello, Free Point!
Doing mine first.
I don't think it's fair. We'll do mine first. What is your least favorite task around the house? Yep. Easy one for me. Black says, I was shocked by the statement, but I guess I'm used to sweet basil. Yeah, I mean, it's not something I would call, like, spicy. It won't burn a tongue.
I don't think basil is spicy, and I think, like, pepper out of the frickin' jar is spicy, so... Least favorite task around the house.
It just has a kick. It's not spicy. It just has that little kick. You're gonna guess something sexist. Go! No, it's not dishes.
Disgusting. Then why is the sink always full?
Because I'm the only one who does them, and I'm rarely home and not streaming. If you'd go get yourself a damn six-figure income job already, I will play housemaid. But dusting always makes me sneezy, and I hate it. Meanwhile, you... We could have just traded boards, and we had to write this once. Dishes. It's fucking dishes. Just cleaning in general. No. Very specifically, if you had to clean something, it's dishes.
Yeah.
She thinks the slimes will get her.
I literally, if there are dishes piled up in the sink and there's, like, water in there or something, I will gag.
I had to buy her, like, big Dexter's Lab mom gloves so that she'll do them at all.
Reed, I know what you mean, though.
Yeah. Partner's favorite fruit.
Yours or mine?
Yours. I have two guesses.
Only one is acceptable here. No two. You gotta pick one.
Strawberries. Oh, I was wrong with both. So.
Apples.
Or green grapes.
Grapes is probably a close second, but apples, I could eat an apple anytime, and there's so many different flavors. I like them.
While she's doing the dishes. Wrote that way too quickly. Go! Huh. Hold on, did you write pomegranate? There also isn't an... The ego's at the end, my dear. Remember your mother kept calling it a pomegranate for a long time, yeah. Pomegranate is my favorite fruit.
No, I know that one for sure.
Ella! Black Pauldron asked, favorite hot drink? Hate to disappoint you, but me and Lily know are each other's favorite hot drink down to the science. I like tea and she's wrong. She likes coffee.
You like tea with just a little bit of sugar, and depending on the tea, a little bit of milk.
Most tea is milk, yeah. And you like coffee blended into a hot chocolate with some kind of peppermint.
Peppermint, caramel,
whipped cream,
yeah.
just obliterated with something that isn't coffee so that you don't have to taste the bitter disgustingness that is coffee.
Black Vulture's laughing.
Oh, look at this positive kid. What did your partner want to grow up to be when they were a child? Oh, darkness, my old friend. Let's do yours. See, the weird part is when you were a child. I'm gonna just... Fire! Horse trainer! I actually, I just erased the word vet. That's the worst part. I erased the word vet.
Two guesses every time.
No, I erased vet and wrote horse trainer.
Yeah, it was a vet until I figured out that biology is hard.
The ultimate rival. Dirt water versus leaf juice. Leaf juice? How could a friend of mine say such a thing? Go full uncle on you.
I really like tea, too. I just...
Not that I don't have a quote of a different uncle that will probably make everybody go, oh yeah! Jackie! You make Uncle coffee? No, Uncle, I'm so sorry. Jackie! Coffee keep Uncle's ancient heart beating. You want Uncle to die?
Want to be when you were... Older spirits.
What did I want? Sadly, I do have two answers. I'm gonna go with the one I wanted to be earliest.
God. Because I know, like, a couple things that you've told me, but, like... You wrote that way.
Oh, no. I mean, we might have different words for it. It's okay. You'll be fine.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't think so.
I mean, astronaut comes to mind, but that wasn't one I put a lot of serious thought into. I just thought space was cool. I also wanted to be a velociraptor, but,
I was a unicorn. Oh.
No comment.
As a child!
Dad, when I grow up, I want to invent ice cream. No, that's okay, son. When I was your age, I had stupid dreams, too.
I know you've talked about this one, so I'm gonna put it.
I've talked about all of them. Maybe not the Velociraptor, but... Ready? Go! Oh, I didn't know what that was as a job. I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to follow in Stephen King's footsteps. And I had so many drafts in this old-ass fucking computer. And then it died. It blue screened, and I had 50 different people tell me you'd never get that data back. Turns out they were wrong, by the way. And that is the last question on the first quiz by Game Night. Thank you so much. I do not want to ruin your 69 here.
I feel like nobody did. That's why it's still there.
I'm gonna be the guy, though. You deserve it. Thank you for the game. I appreciate you. And also, I want to be able to identify this game when I come back.
Alright. You said you had a couple picked out that you wanted to get to.
I have one in particular that I really want to crush out.
Alright, let's do it.
Who between us, dear Lily, is the ultimate 90s kid?
Oh, God.
Oh, God, indeed.
Alright.
What board game is this?
Wait, this isn't...
Right into it. What? This isn't what? No, it's not couples quiz. This is who's the ultimate 90s kid.
I feel like this should be a separate league.
Sure. Who won the last one then?
You did.
Booyah. Moving on. For my second championship of the night.
If we both get it right, nobody gets a point.
If we both get it right, no one gets a point. Black's like, oh! Black, let me play you my new animated emote I finally managed to design a couple of. I like that emote too much. It makes me laugh.
Is it?
Click on it. What's going on here? I broke Lily. 3, 2, 1, go!
Mousetrap!
Mousetrap! It's
I
Mousetrap.
played that game.
I did. I never played it right.
Either.
Because it was not balanced at all. If you tried to play that game straight, you'd just have 3 people at the end waiting to win. And the trap is not even remotely fucking built. It's Mousetrap, motherfucker. There are 50 of these questions, by the way. What is this device? Oh my god. Bring it, 90s.
Final says, wait.
No, I accidentally clicked through it.
Oh. Final says, I'm here to pay for the nuptials.
Whoa.
I made it. Happy anniversary. Pay respect. LOL. Oops.
Black says it's a CD rewinder. So we are now determining who is the ultimate 90s kid. I apologize for the ad break, though. Do 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 do.
Go.
Go. Go. It's the PS1. The classic. The one with all the games I try to get Lily to play and she goes, me, I don't wanna. Sorry. I've been working on that impression. Do it a little. Don't make me play my dun 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 face. The PlayStation 1! Oh my god! Lily, this is the point. She didn't say 1. Oh god! Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I can even visualize the commercial.
I know what it's called. I mean, I at least know what the commercial that we got in our neck of the woods was. It had 2 names, but Jesus Christ, this thing was just the Shin Destroyer 9000.
I think.
Imagine you turned your child's leg into a mace and then expected them to challenge other children within a near vicinity.
Metalhead says, why doesn't she play PS1?
I was just picking on her.
Yeah, he's just perk.
It's called the Skippy!
Yeah.
Fuck. This is gonna be harder than I thought. What was this used for? Oh my god, I had one. Son of a bitch. Although I didn't have that one. I had boys version. And I definitely am not gonna know, like, the actual name of it.
What was it used?
What was it used for? That, I for sure. Final says, I had one! T-Mobile Sidekick! That's not what it was. I had one, and now I'm...
I had something like it, but I don't think that's what this is.
I think that's exactly...
I don't think this is... Bubba phone, says Final.
But it's a... Diary entries!
No.
I wrote planner organizer.
I said it was a dictionary.
It is not a dictionary. I owned one, and
I'll give you that.
You'll give me that?
Yeah.
Okay, because I had one, and that's what it was for, is I'd sit there and put in, like, dates and stuff. I'd use it as, like, a planner calendar. It was not efficient to use that thing.
What they are, but...
I get another one up on Lily!
I don't know, like, a brand name.
There were 2. There was the original and the knockoff, and I don't remember which one is which, so... Oh, the small child beaters! Snap! Ah! See, I had the other one, slap bands. Yay! What TV channel was Slime Time Live on?
Are you getting a point? Oh, no.
No, we tied that one. I get 1 point for the planner. Shut up. That belonged to Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Which I barely spelled incorrectly, but I don't hold that against me. What is this? Aw, man, I own so many of those.
What it's called, though?
I never knew either. I know what we called them.
I know what I called them.
So I know what, if you don't accept my answer, I'm going to leave it up to chat. He says, "'Tis an urchin," says Final. He says, "One side, I'm going to throw it up on the big screen." The Predator Network now on Nickelodeon still made a lot of our child. We don't need to ruin what was great or what wasn't. Just kill those who did it. Oops, sorry. The Koosh Ball!
I called them squish balls.
I also called them toy urchins. So, thank you, Final. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, they were called Koosh Balls. The toy urchin, the rubber urchin, is an urchin. I'm gonna win this by 1 point. Oh, fuck yeah! Who doesn't know what that is? You point me a kid today who doesn't know what this is. As I nearly spell that word wrong.
You have another spell.
Ew. I wasn't gonna spell it that way either. Tis Magic 8 Ball! It's a Magic 8 Ball. I was expecting this to kind of hit us with some hard hitters, but we're only on question 8 of 50s. Yay! Hold on. I think my music ran out.
Black Pauldron says, the first time I was over my cousin's house and I saw that thing, I thought I was discovering an ancient magical artifact. Final says, oh my god! One of my fave shows!
I still remember the fucking theme song. That's Dexter's Laboratory!
Yup.
I remember the weird Will.i.am song
Final says, sing it now.
called Back to the Lab Again. I am wildly actually spacing on how it begins because I put myself on the spot.
Black Pauldron says, we got Samurai Jack off this shit.
The smartest boy you've ever seen. But Dee blows his experiments to smithereens. And it's doom and gloom while things go boom.
Speaking of something we were talking about earlier.
Dexter's Lab. Who is this? We literally got asked this on stream. I'm not even gonna write it. It's Johnny Bravo.
Yep.
Do the monkey with me. Oh, mama. What is this board game called? Final says, "Hello, I was like in my 20s when I realized Johnny Bravo had no plot. He would just wake up every morning and go, where the women at?" I remember thinking, like, Johnny Bravo was hilarious. And then people, like, after high school were like, you remember how sexist that was? And I'm like, yeah, you weren't supposed to think he was the hero.
He never gets what he wants.
No. Brent says, I'm back. Please? That's all I said, too. So, the null is still null. Dream phone? What the fuck? I'm just picturing fucking Freddie... Almost said Freddie Mercury.
Like that's not
Freddy
nice.
Krueger tonguing somebody in the ear. Yeah, it probably actually is. I had one too! Fuck, what was it called?
And he had a little magnetic bone that, like, stuck to his mouth.
Oh shit, what was his name? Because there were like 60 knockoffs that came out after him, too.
Uh-huh. I had one of the big ones, too.
Mm-hmm. I had that color scheme. That's on screen. I had the
And you
more
could, like,
full-size
pat
dog.
his head and he would bark and stuff.
Yeah. Poochie dog. Really? That was it? I at least said Poochie. I didn't think it was hyphenated and all that.
I guess I'll give it to you. You actually...
I remembered it was called Poochie. I just definitely thought Robo was part of the name. To be fair, you could be letting chat decide this, and they'd probably be way crueler to me. Black says they use the corpses of those poor dogs to make those Apple PCs from back when. Final says, LOL. I never would have guessed that. I just remembered Poochie was in the name. That's it. That's all I got. What soft drink is this? Oh, son of a bitch.
I don't know.
Might.
There's only one old soft drink I can think of, and it didn't.
I might have it. Skynet Pup says final. Oh, man.
There, I'm gonna say something.
Gotta say something. It's just the old can for Cherry
I
Coke.
said scribble!
Hey, Bug. If you want to hold Weil against me, you can go ahead, but... Black was like, I know, but I forgot the name. I'm like, aha! This is a trick question, because it's still around.
I didn't drink a lot of pop as a kid, so...
I just remember those weird Wizzly cans. I definitely thought the word wild was in it, but maybe that was in the marketing.
Mm.
I'm up to 3?
Yeah.
Hey! We all know who that guy is. Dead.
I don't know how to spell it, but...
Phonetically.
Cauldron says, that design was so 90s, the design makes it taste different.
It really did. That little guy is known as the Tamagotchi, which I totally spelled correctly, because phonetic Japanese is easy. Tamagotchi.
I had one.
Although if you actually pronounced it correctly, it's Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
Who doesn't know who that is? Final says he still has a Tamagotchi. He's still alive. Black says that... Oh, Black says, Tama got her chi back. This one's kind of a given. Who doesn't know who this is, especially after the Resurgence video you made? It's Steve from Blue's Clues. Oh, fuck yes.
Cauldron says, another CD rewinder. Wow.
They rewound so many CDs. I literally said exactly what it says. Playing CDs and the Walkman.
Oh.
Alright, do we even need to write that one? Come on. That one's still around. That's still...
Oh.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing. Bop It! Bop It Extreme.
The original
call.
Bop It only had
Two
things
sides,
on
yeah.
it.
I actually put Bop It Twist. It only asked for Bop It. I throw myself at the mercy of the chat.
It's the Bop It Extreme!
I get that it's the Bop It Extreme.
The regular Bop It only had, I think, the Twist It and the Pull
Yep.
It.
And then this one wanted to teach you about nipple tweaking and flipping the bean, so it added Flick It and Twist It.
You guys gotta decide if Leon gets that or not.
In it.
Point to Lily, says Final.
You do not determine based on final. We need a consensus here. The video only asked for Bop It. I said Bop
But that
It.
is not just a Bop It. It is a Bop It Extreme. The original
It's not my.
Bop It.
It's not my fault. The quiz is rigged.
The original Bop It only had 2 things on it.
It's not my fault. The quiz is rigged in my favor. I may have picked the video. That does not mean.
That's it. Only point to Lily.
I mean, I'm saying point to no one.
Oh,
We both said Bop It! Oh, go ahead.
it's a Bop It Extreme.
It's fine. You remembered the name. Ah! Oh man, what was your name? Black says, okay, Leon, you have ruined 4 out of 5 of those features, but how are you going to corrupt the wheel part? It needs to corrupt the wheel part. It's just heavy petting, my man. Oh, what was your name? I played with like 3 different ones. Different places.
I'm just guessing.
I'm actually just gonna give up because I can't think of it. Oop. I apologize. I accidentally hit my M button. Unmuted that. Crocodile Dentist.
I said chomp.
That's what I was gonna guess. Oh God!
Oh!
Ankle breakers. Child crushers. Those had so many names, but they had one true one, as is written in legend.
I wasn't allowed to have those.
You were rightfully fucking so.
Florida roulette.
Florida roulette.
Final says crocodile?
Ta 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 ta. Moon shoes.
I was, however, allowed to have those super chintzy roller skates that broke your ankle that were just like, they looked like that, except they had rollerblades on the bottom that nobody ever could skate in. Instead of just getting the actual skates.
Kid-powered anti-gravity shoes, says Black. They were little mini trampolines for your feet. And either you rolled your ankle or you landed on somebody who rolled their ankle and destroyed them. Next up.
I almost like
Easy peasy.
Like, no. I actually don't know what that's called.
Sweet, free points. I'm also gonna grab a drink while I give Lily time to think. Feels unfair.
Cauldron says, she's right. Those strap-on skates were worthless. I don't know one child that could skate in them. You would have, like, ankles of steel.
The one in the movies that, like, they faked. That was likely early CGI.
They had to fake it in the commercials, too, because nobody skated.
You ready?
Yep.
And the cat's in the cradle in the silver spoon. Ah! No! It was Cat's Cradle. And bondage. Oh,
I've never even seen that before.
Never in my life, says Black. We have ever called it hand bondage. I said wild weasel. I at least said weasel. What are you thinking? Fair enough. Weasel ball. Alright, these are easy.
Ultimate 90s kids toy.
Yeah! Well, we learned that even though they were full of air, that's not how concussions work. You can pad it with whatever you like. It's still a concussion. Sock and boppers. See, my favorite part is that soccer boppers is what keeps coming up. That is not what it says in those commercials.
Sock'em boppers.
Sock M boppers.
Yeah. Sock'em boppers.
More fun than a pillow fight. I remember that commercial very well. It also didn't change. Alright, gamers. Let's see which Giga Chad knows this one. Those claimed sock and boppers claimed more lives than moon shoes. No. Moon shoes didn't kill, but moon shoes maimed. Sock and boppers was nice enough to make it quick.
Wrong because
Okay. Game Boy!
Yay! I
The
always had a
old
Game Boy
school-
Advance.
The old school Game Boy. That one didn't even have color.
I had the one where you had to put the little plug-in light thing on it so you could.
Yeah, the worm light. I had a worm. I still have a worm light, actually.
Pauldron says those claimed more lives than moon
I read
shoes.
that already
Oh.
because they said I don't know, man. Sock and boppers made it quick. Moon shoes maimed, left you with a life of destitute, broken on the sidewalk. All right, easy one again.
Up. Got it.
You want to just say it?
Yep.
Lava
Lava
lamps. I own one. There's literally a lava lamp in the next room.
Those got really hot too.
Black says green is a color. Ooh, I had these.
Oh.
I made a sword out of them that survived. Beating other people.
May have been something else.
Maybe. Connect!
I said connect it.
Connect It was something else. It was the knockoff of Connects.
That count.
No. Only because Connect It was another toy.
Or Ferris.
Fred says you had a huge Ferris wheel. I did! I had a big Ferris wheel. It was motor powered too.
Today's world is extinct.
The one they're building is the carousel. I remember that toy kit. Oh, God. I know what these are, but I want to get it wrong out of spite. Also, 80s thing.
I had a bunch.
Yuck. Troll dolls! That's a brand. I remember that. Yeah, they're just called troll dolls. In the 80s when those came out. Not the 90s. You don't get to blame us for that. Or the really shitty movie they made after the fact.
God.
Justin Timberlake. Not that I hate Justin Timberlake. He's actually got my favorite line in that whole movie. Which is to stop the whole movie dead with genuine, heartfelt, painful emotion and yell the phrase, "Because singing killed my grandma, okay?" And I don't know how any grown adult isn't supposed to die laughing.
Pauldron says, these things literally infested every office workspace in America.
It did. I throw them away when I get the chance. I don't like them. Okay, no, we don't need to write. Come on.
Courage,
Courage, the cowardly dog. Abandoned as a pup. He was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere with her husband, Eustace Bagg.
Best cartoon ever.
But creepy stuff happens in nowhere. It's up to Courage to save his new home. Stupid dog! You made me look bad.
Ooga booga booga.
Love that show. My childhood, yay! Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Nightmare. But I know exactly what it's called.
Yep.
Even if I wrote it a
Spell
little,
but
even if I wrote it a little awkward. That was the best cartoon show, though. I loved Courage. The Furby! I never owned one of these, and I never actually saw the appeal. But I do know exactly what that is. What is this toy? I love hearing myself in multiple stereo.
I think it was spelled a specific way, too.
It actually was, now that you mention it. Because it wanted to be 90s. And cool.
Mm-hmm. Russian spy technologies of children.
They're just little pegs on a light wall, man. It is... Light bright. Oh, I spelled the wrong one with the thing. What?
Light bright.
No, the bright was spelled correctly. Light was spelled wrong.
No, they were both spelled.
It was Litebryght. What two letters are on the tag for Beanie Baby? I think I know this one.
Ah, I said TG.
I went with trademark. Thank you. Thank you? I don't remember why it says TY. I have a Beanie Baby in the other fucking room. Forgot all about it.
Oh, Aldrin says no, the first Russian spy technology.
Even Russia would have been too horrified to develop that thing.
I was so close to being right on that one.
So was I. I had the almost misfortune of writing the wrong show. Ready?
Yup.
Rocket power.
Watch that all
Yuck.
the time.
You know what's a weird thing, though? Have you ever seen the movie?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That movie. Those of you who don't know what Doug is the, like,
It's
story...
Doug, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you. For those of you who aren't familiar with Doug, the TV was a cartoon show about kids in high school. I think high school.
Yeah, either high school or middle school.
But it was just the day in the life of this overly imaginative kid who was otherwise boring.
Whale Man!
Quail boy. But basically, he was just an over-imaginative boy who would go on little, like, mental tirades, come back to reality, not really learn a lesson, not really interact with his friends that much. It was mostly boring. Then they made a movie.
Let's get on with the questions.
Real quick.
We're over
Just,
time.
I get it,
Already.
but, like, then you get onto the movie. The movie has a robot. a Loch Ness fucking monster, a literal one, some kind of alien side plot, and a cover-up by the government that almost results in Doug Funny being shot in the face by the fucking FBI. And it's fucking wild for what the show was. Imagine Courage the Cowardly Dog got a movie about filing your taxes. It would have been just way out of left field. Oh, I wonder what this was.
I'm allowed to watch Power Rangers, but I'm allowed to watch this.
Where he blows up a fucking condom into a dog. Into a poodle. And then guns down everybody he's entertaining. Smoking! Yeah, it's the mask.
Doug is a truly unique moment in cartoon history, says Valdrin. Fun fact, the TY on Beanie Babies was in reference to the creator, H.T.Y.
Ty Warner? Was it just Ty Warner? Like it's...
Oh, no!
See, my brain wants to put something specific, but I know I'm wrong.
I got these for a little while.
Me too.
And remember the commercial.
I'm going with my first guess and not... I'm coasting on my 3 points or whatever they are and hoping that carries me to the end without losing. Camels! Camel what? Ow! I said
Discover Kid.
I said Nat Geo.
I remember Zoo Books.
I remember Zoo Books too. I remember not being all that enthused by them by the time.
Paultron says Zoo Books, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. We can't all be the ultimate 90s kid. 100%. Oh, God! Oh, no! I remember these! Jesus, the Midway transition image is just haunting.
I read them. I have to remember what they were called.
Always, the Midway transition was fucking scary looking. Look at that poor tortured child. They literally did that to him. just for a cover. I knew what they were immediately. Because I've never... Not a day goes by that I did not think about the horror. Wow, what a follow-up, says Black. Yay! Roll it on! Captain Underpants! Oh no. I remember those. Captain motherfucking Underpants is Black. Shit. Picture. And it was a riddle book. It actually says. I think I thought they'd Black. That old Scholastic book fair trash that they kept going, no, you really want to spend your money on this? And I'd be like, no, I don't. Give me the Doomstone. Or I bought the Doomstone. I'd buy horror books, and then they'd be like, you can't really buy that at your age. And I'd be like, tell my mom. Paddle on me, bro. I'm reading. What you mad about? Black says I had these two. I actually don't remember.
I don't remember them. I didn't have them. I don't remember them.
I'm actually just gonna let it go. I give up. What they were called. Spies. Fuck! You could have showed me that picture and I knew who it was.
Yep.
Now he's running Flavor Town. There's a big joke that he and Guy Fieri have never been seen together in the same room. Some body wants no.
Smash Mouth.
Keep writing some things all one word, which is silly of me. Oh, please, the Chuck Taylors. I miss the old ones. They actually were pretty comfortable. He passed. No, I think so.
Converse.
Converse. No, yep. Well, there's another one. Think of all the shows that didn't have inappropriate things happen on them. You would have thought that would have been one of them.
Right?
Full House.
Full House.
Why are they getting easier? Are we just reverting to our 90s selves? No.
Do we need to write this one?
No, it's fucking
Milk.
milk. God. I'm only writing the first two. Again, another one I can sing the theme
Or
song by
Will
heart.
Smith got super weird.
Slap, says Black Vulture. The Fresh Prince. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Yeah, I remember this show. It was so good. We actually just saw they had they had Carlton on Whose Line Is It Anyway that we've been obsessively watching.
Yep.
Um
Leaves chat says. And oh, he said Family Matters.
Oh, no, Vinyl, how could you? Well, this is one I'm just gonna get for free, I guess. Gotta spell it right.
No.
I don't know why that's a huge argument, but... What do you mean, no? His name's not hard. Famous gun swallower Kurt Cobain. All the magicians thought they were hot shit swallowing swords.
Ow.
I know, it's a really dark joke.
Art's laughing.
Not at that, I bet. Says, oh, no, I'm kidding. I still watch the show. Good. I already know what it is.
What?
This is LMFAO. Wild Black says, it's been long enough. I was gonna say, anyone getting mad, I'm gonna be like, what is that, too soon? No? Macarena. Would you...
Earth the Macarena.
I spelled it
Spelled
wrong.
with a K. Do not know?
Not
Huh?
I don't recognize the actors.
Oh,
weirdly.
no! Cast.
It's definitely hitting me in a... Wait. What? It doesn't help that I did not like live action shit when I was a kid.
Fennel says, LOL, the video spelled it wrong. How dare. Fennel says orange soda.
Ah. I figured it was all that. The background was the same. Fuck me. The movie that spawned 1,000 people saying the one fucking sentence forever. Yeah, say it with me when the thing hits the end. The whole thing. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. May I take your order? It wasn't the show, it was the movie.
Oh.
What? That's actually a movie. It had Abe Vigoda in it.
That was a whole show. Kenan and Kel.
Kenan and Kel was a whole show, but they landed a Good Burger movie. A whole feature-length film called Good Burger.
I feel like that's a cheap one, because it was from the Kenan and Kel show.
Boss says, hey, I'm a dude.
Because that segment was from the Kenan and Kel show.
It had Sinbad in it. It had, obviously I said Abe Vigoda. It had this weird rival burger place that was using, like, nuclear
That's a cheap one, because
chemicals.
that exact skit is in the Kenan and Kel show.
It's more than a skit. They blew it out into a whole film with a whole plot, and it was fucking...
But that's the thing. How are you supposed to know the difference?
It asked, what movie is this? It said, what movie is this? What is this? Love, baby, don't hurt me. Good Burger was based on a sketch from All That. Kenan and Kel did not reference Good Burger. I mean, it is Kenan and Kel, but it was the movie. Weirdly enough, that is drawing a big blank for me. I'm just gonna have to let it go. It isn't coming. Mood. Oh, just a regular ass mood ring. I was trying to think it came from something. Also, all of my mood rings, because the dudes only ever got the flat one, that the whole thing changed color. That was just a band, and the middle of it was the mood ring. That's all dudes got. You weren't supposed to wear the big gem. Black says, it is them, but they are two different things. My only... That's an easy one. Teaching a bunch of children to run around saying, would you like to have sex in French? What do you mean, what?
What?
We'll get to there when we get to there. The seasoning women, says Black Pauldron.
They had Scary Spice on line as well.
It's the Spice Girls. Yeah, in the one song they say, voulez-vous coucher avec moi, which means, would you like to have sex with me? And they encourage children to run around singing it.
Fred's laughing.
I was gonna say, I think... Ah, yay! Well, what show is that the remake of, you mean? That's not the original. You better get this right. This will be our last anniversary if you get this wrong. We won't even be allowed to be friends anymore.
That's not DuckTales.
That is definitely DuckTales.
That's Scrooge McDuck.
Who is the main character of DuckTales? It was not, actually. Alright, chat. I'm a man of my word. This will be the last anniversary.
We only have one more question, thank God.
Aw. I'm kidding, by the way. That's just being ghoulish. Sometimes life is like an airplane in the duck world. Oh. I'm just gonna say it. We know who that is. It's Tommy Pickles! Alright.
They didn't ask all the shows I freaking watched.
Right. Why did they seem to get easier as we went along? The song was called Moulin Rouge. Oh. Where they say that phrase? Yeah, that was a real thing. The phrase Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Just, would you like to have sex with me? Play it on fucking Kids Bop with no editing. It's Mr. Pickles to you. No, that's Stu. Stu is Mr. Pickle. What you doodling? Okay. Well, that's all we got today. It is not going to be... It's going to be far from our last anniversary stream. I hope to find more silly quizzes like this, where we can just kind of either smack our nostalgia for a little while, or... just all kinds of things. But I thought this would be a fun departure from doing our usual affair. Just for a little bit. Every once in a while we do an oddball stream. React to horror stuff or comedy stuff. I've got one in the pipeline where Kroven is building an entire playlist of fucking crazy people saying crazy things. I'm looking forward to that one. By the way, Kroven, if you're listening, we only need like 5 or 6 of those videos for me and Lily to just kind of talk through and then save the rest. Like, but this was really fun. Did you have fun? Sour grapes. I learned people don't know the story behind sour grape. That was a weird one for me. I called somebody sour grapes at work the other day, and they were like, the fuck does that mean? I'm like, well, it's a phrase. It means just like you're a sore loser. He's like, I know what I know what the saying is, but why do we say that? It's Aesop's Fables. It was a fox who found grapes hanging in a tree. And don't ask me why grapes were in a tree, but
because they didn't know how grapes grow.
Aesop was fucking stupid. I don't know. He was not a botanist. Anyway, he jumps as high as he can over and over again, unable to get the grapes, and at the end he says, oh, why am I wasting all this effort just to get a bunch of fucking sour grapes? Like he just starts talking shit on the grapes because he can't get them.
You don't have to jump that high to get grapes. This fable is invalid. They don't know how grapes grow.
Yeah, and foxes don't talk, so... Yeah, no, and then that's where we get the phrase sour grapes. Is because just... I actually like it because that saying ages better the more incels show their faces in media. Just like, aw, she doesn't want to bone you. Aw, sour grape. It's like literal too, like, but I'm a nice guy. Really? And they say no one more time. Like, well, you're a fucking whore. Like, they'll just start talking. Literal. Sour grapes. Right there. Fred says, I think I got everyone in this massive shout-outs. Fred saying happy anniversary again. Black says, it's been long enough. I agree, this stream has been long. Let's go raid Mama Croc. They're playing Animal Crossing. I think. Maybe they're playing a modded version where they're going to commit homicide.
Homicide?
Homicide? 1,000 points to whoever gets that reference. Except Lily, because you know the reference.
No! No.
You made the reference!
I actually know a reference. I get those points!
You can reveal who it is.
I get those.
I'll give you the points if you know the character's name.
Haha.
Not his name.
That's what Asta calls him.
And he continually corrects him. Like Paul just says, glad I wasn't asleep today. LOL. I'm glad you weren't too. You made this really fun. You, Final Fred, Metalhead Jesus. I appreciate all you guys the most, hanging out, actually asking questions, hitting us with it. Thank you, Final, for continuing your watch streak. 3 streams. Sounds badass. I love it. But that's our little anniversary stream where we eat pizza and rip on each other and have cute little memories and all kinds of stuff. Last time we got way more sappy because we got way into like how we met and all that kind of stuff. The fact that we've literally been dating since high school. 15 years since high school. Don't know about you, but that just makes me feel old.
This should be a reunion year, but my class sucks.
For you, I was gonna say your reunion year.
Yeah.
My reunions apparently just suck because no one comes. Everybody's too busy to show up, I guess.
We never had a 10-year.
I remember getting an invitation to one, and then I remember seeing the reunion photo of about 8 people. Granted, someone had to take the picture, so let's make it an even 9.
I got gas already, Fred.
I'll say. Sorry. I will dad joke until I'm dead. Anyway, let's go raid Mama Croc. I appreciate you all. It was nice to have a little celebration of what, to me, is becoming just a grand fucking achievement. I don't know how many people I know who even have 5-year relationships right now. I can think of one. That's it. Moved the fuck away, and I don't ever get to see him anymore. Let's go raid Mama Croc. Oh, I guess
No,
Mama
you
Croc.
know too. Wedding. Did another milestone.
Yep. Oh, out of my close friends. People I see every day.
Fun says my longest ever is years. Well, the person that moved away, you don't see there.
Yeah, but him I actually talk to. We message every single day. Memes and stupid shit. Back and forth. All the time. But, here nor there, I love you. Here's to 15 fucking more. You shrew. I love you so much. So goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, ciao, tschüss, jelle beauty wir seitjen, tot sehens, au revoir, sayonara, dos vidania, bon voyage, arrivederci, awe, havashti, and as always, get the fuck out of my house with my blessings. I insist. I assure you. You're dead to rights. Leave the building. Love you.